Pick up your very own Detroit Steel Wings t-shirt or hoodie today. Link is on screen and in the description. What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, and welcome to Pokemon 4 Glory, a competitive, counter-team-based Pokemon Draft League. I think I didn't butcher that intro. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to Week 2. My name is Crimson CBAD, coach of the Detroit Steel Wings, going against my buddy Kyle, aka Sleeping Knight, coach of the Montreal Toucannadiens. I'm so bad with Pokemon names. If you guys are excited, be sure to leave a like on this video. Check out the description if you guys didn't catch the team builder, what we're bringing and why we're bringing it, as well as Kyle's YouTube channel in the description down below. Go show him some love. Go check out his side of the battle. Very, very phenomenal Pokemon battler. I love battling the guy. I've never had anything bad to say about Kyle. Fantastic individual. We're going up in Week 2. Talk a little bit about mine and Kyle's history in the team builder, so I'm not going to recap that here. So just go watch the team builder, guys. It's like 10 minutes. You'll know what I'm bringing, why I'm bringing it. It just save yourself some time. Save yourself some time. You can even go to the settings and click 4 times fast, so you just watch the whole thing. So that's what works. But Donphan, Mamoswine, Heliolisk, Mega Swampert, Pelipper, Scizor. He is bringing the Tapu Fini, Rapidash, Alolan Muck, Xurkitree, Necrozma, and the Aromatisse. So right out the gate, he didn't bring the Kyurem, didn't bring the Arcanine, didn't bring the Meloetta. So my Jimmies are less rustled. The other thing that I noticed is that outside of the Rapidash and the Xurkitree, he could potentially run a Trick Room team. So he leads off here with Paris, the Tapu Fini. Very solid lead against any of my hazard forms. I did want to get up rocks. Unfortunately, Donphan versus Tapu Fini. There's a battle that I'm losing there. So Misty Surge obviously goes up. Tapu Fini's ability. I don't want to stay in. I was thinking like, what if he just like goes for a Moonblast? Can I Gunk Shot him? But I was like, no, because if I miss the Gunk Shot, that's huge damage on Donphan I don't want to take. So I'm going to go on Andrew here. I'm going to set the rain for Pelipper potentially later. We are rocking that Damprock, so we've got 7 turns of rain. I can eat a hit. I've got max HP. I've got a little bit of SPDEF investment, special defense investment. So we'll be able to kind of calc and see where this Tapu Fini's at. It does like 40%. He's actually gonna stay in, and I'm gonna U-turn. And I was like, yikes, this is gonna hurt me just a little bit. His own Misty Surge though, I can freely switch into Scissor because the rain's up, so he can't do anything. If he wanted to go for a Surf, he can go for it. I can also go into Heliolisk here to kind of pressure him. I can take a Moonblast. As of right now, it's looking more like a max HP variant than it is any sort of offensive variant. So I can switch in on a Moonblast, get the dry skin, get my rain recovery, which is really nice. I love dry skin in the rain. It's so nice. It's so nice. It's fantastic. He's going to withdraw. Obviously, he doesn't want to take a Thunderbolt, but I'm actually going to go for a Volt Switch here. So he goes out into Lil Yachty, which is a very interesting name for a Alolan Muck. But I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch here. Looking at that damage, we are Zap Plate, so that is boosted by 20%. He could think we're some form if he doesn't know the calcs right offhand, but I am just going to go out into Mega Swampert here. And I want to get my Mega Evolution off, and I want to keep putting on that offensive pressure. So back out into the Tapu Fini he goes. Tapu Fini seems to be his pivot for a lot of my Mons, which is interesting because, I mean, he can toss off a Moonblast my way. Tapu Fini does get Grass Knot, so I don't want to take anything like that. I'm just going to click Earthquake. I mean, his entire team's grounded. There's no reason to not click Earthquake. There's absolutely no reason to not click Earthquake. It does about 40%. So again, max HP set, not too much special attack investment. I haven't been able to like check his speed yet because obviously Mega Swampert's faster in the rain than this thing, and he switched out against Heliolisk. So on the off chance he wants to go for a Surf on me in the rain, I'm going to go out into Heliolisk. I get the dry skin. That's going to bring me up all the way back up to full, which is so nice. So nice. I love it. So the Surf absorbs it. I was thinking, why would he go for Moonblast? Surf's a neutral hit. It's boosted by the rain as well, and it's Stab. Moonblast is cool, but the rain definitely helps. So I figured Surf was going to be the play there. I figured that was going to be the play. I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch here, and he actually stays in, and Heliolisk lands the Volt Switch. It's a crit. Come to find out post-game that the his Tapu Fini was max HP, max SPDEF, actually. So the crit did matter. The crit did matter is where I'm going at. So unfortunate things are unfortunate. Now that his Defogger's gone, I want rocks. I want rocks immediately. So I'm gonna go out into Tantor here. Necrozma comes in. I was like, this thing, his recovery is nerfed in the rain. If he's got leftovers, I'm gonna go for knockoff. Start setting up the Calm Minds. All right, there's a +1 Necrozma in front of me, ladies and gentlemen. We need to figure out what to do right now. So I want to keep the rain up because if he decides to go for Moonlight or Morning Sun, it is nerfed in the rain. It only does 33% as opposed to 50. I'm going to go for the EQ just for damage. If he's a max HP, max SPDF set, I can hit him up a few times. There's that freaking Trick Room. Called it. Called it right at the beginning of the match. I was like, hey, he's going to bring Trick Room. I know he's going to bring Trick Room. And okay, for those of you who guys, like Kyle, if you're watching this, Kyle knew I knew he would bring Trick Room. That's just... And it's a mixed offensive set because he's got the Xerxtree and he's got the Rapidash. I went hard back out into Pelipper because I needed to make sure the rain stayed up in case he went for a Moonlight or anything. Actually goes for a Calm Mind again, which is... now there's a +2 Necrozma on my side of the field. I'm like, joy, 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 joy. So, I needed that rain up, though, in case he went for a Moonlight, in case he went for something. I didn't want him getting as much recovery off as he wanted to. Goes for the Psychic here. Pelipper goes down. Unfortunate things are unfortunate, but rain is here for 7 turns, so I need to make the most of it. I'm going to go back into Tantor here. Tantor's Sturdy is still intact. I can still get my rocks up. I can still hit this thing with an EQ. And I'm actually faster than him under Trick Room. What actually happens is that the speed that we put on Donphan, so things didn't speed creep us, is actually the exact same speed as a Trick Room Necrozma with zero IVs in speed and a negative speed nature. So, I think they both hit 75, which is absolutely insane. I was like, what just happened here? What just happened here? So, I'm going to actually go for the rocks right here. It was my last turn of Trick Room. I wanted to make sure, considering that I was the same speed as the Necrozma, if I can win a speed tie again, go for it. It was really interesting to us both. We both made a comment on it after the match. We were like, why did Donphan speed tie with Necrozma? But the speed that I put on there, if I wouldn't have put the speed on there, I actually would have been faster than him under Trick Room, which is nice. So, Trick Room's over. I go out into Ray Romano here. I'm going to be able to revenge kill the Necrozma with the Earthquake. Again, name your switch-ins to this monster. Rocks are up. He has no Defogger. Mamoswine 2 hit KOs his entire team. So, he goes out into Charlie XCX, which is the Aromatisse. I can take 1 hit from an Aromatisse. And after Rocks, Earthquake does 2 hit KO. I'm just going to stay in and keep clicking buttons, because that's what we do. We're looking really good right now. It's 5-4, I believe. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that damage. That's absolutely stupid damage. We can take a Moonblast. I even calced it for like a max special attack modest set. I was like, I know I can live a Moonblast. I know I can live a Moonblast. Because I was like, if it's Trick Room, he might be super offensive Aromatisse because it's got like a 29 base speed. So, Mamoswine right now, 2 kills. Absolutely terrifying. Knocks out the Necrozma and knocks out the Aromatisse. He is down to the Xerxtree, the Rapidash, and the Alolan So, goes out into the Necrozma here. I'm sorry, not the Necrozma, other mythical thing. Goes out into the Xerxtree here. I'm going to go out to Tony Stark. Tony Stark can put a lot of pressure on this thing. He goes for the Energy Ball. Very safe play. Because that's probably what he has to hit my Mamoswine and hit my Swampert with. So he's going to withdraw, making me think that he's Scarf locked into something or Choice locked into something. By that damage, I thought he might have been Scarfed Xerxtree. Goes back out into Little Yachty here. I go for the U-turn. I was like, there's not much this thing can do to me. I'm going to slow pivot off into anything else, really. So we actually pop Lil Yachty's Figgy Berry, I believe it is, with the Gluttony ability. So that brings him up pretty much where I put him at. I mean, where he came in at, it's unfortunate. I'm going to go back out into Mamoswine and click Earthquake. I don't have a reason not to, honestly. When your entire team is grounded, you know, it's unfortunate that unfortunate things are unfortunate. But I'm going to go back out into Mamoswine here and click Earthquake. And Lil Yachty goes down. So now it's just the... I got to play around because now the Xerxtree and Rapidash both are Z captains. I don't know what he wants to do. Goes back out into the Xerxtree. Xerxtree's taking rocks damage, which is really nice. Getting that chip away at his mons. I don't want to take an Energy Ball. I'm going right back out into Scizor. I've got the Akka Berry intact. So I am able to take an HP Fire if he's got it. Just goes for the Energy Ball. And I'm like, okay. Okay. You go for your... You do you, my guy. You do you. So, this is just going to be a match of, like, whittling each other away right now. I'm just going to go for the Bullet Punch. I thought he might have HP Fire. Thought he might want to go for a Thunderbolt or something if he wasn't Choice Locked. He keeps going for Energy Ball, and I'm like, okay, like, I'm thinking now, like, well, you keep going for the Energy Ball. I don't know what he was necessarily going for. We are, in this whole exchange of events right here, our Scizor is damn near max HP, max special defense with a careful nature, so we can tank a lot of hits specially. So he keeps going for Energy Ball. I'm going to keep going for Bullet Punch. I'm going to keep trying to crack away at this thing. I want to bring it down into a range where Ice Shard can knock it out. I think at like 40%, Bandit Ice Shard knocked it out, if not 45. But I'm just going to keep clicking Bullet Punch. He gets a SPDF drop right here. Very important. Very important to know. He's going to withdraw right here, actually. And he's going to go out into Paramore, which is the Rapidash. I, being an intellectual, a Pokemon player, would attack me. An intellectual went for Roost. I wanted to keep this Mon, especially with a Spadef drop. I didn't want him to go for a Thunderbolt and be able to knock me out. So I go for the Roost here. Rapidash is in. Rapidash took 25%. I'm going to go for the Bullet Punch right here. Still doing a bit of damage. I'm just going to chip away at it. Not very effective. Sets up the agility. This is where everything comes into play right here. Scarf Rapidash can't outspeed Swampert in the rain. Plus 2 Rapidash can outspeed everything. So I'm just going to keep clicking Bullet Punch. Ice Shard from a Choice Banded Mamoswine does like 25%. He goes for the Flamethrower. So I'm at full health, -1 special defense. He goes for Flamethrower. I live on 17. He had a 25% chance to knock me out from full right there. I had a 75% chance of living. I was so thankful that I lived that because Ice Shard would not have killed. I'm going to go for the Bull Punch one more time. That is under 25%. He gets the Flame Body off on my Scizor. I'm like, you know what, Tony Stark, you are the man with the freaking plan. You did what you had to do. I am so proud of you. Tony Stark goes down, but that is exactly all that I needed for Mamoswine to come back in and just keep doing what Mamoswine does best. You just click buttons when this thing's in. What is a switch in? Like I said, Banded Ice Shard does 20 to 25% on a offensive set of Rapidash. If he had HP investment or defense investment, it might have been differently. But Ice Shard is going to be able to knock off the Rapidash. And last but not least comes in the Xurkitree. I don't see, unless he's Focus Band Energy Ball, I don't see how this encounter is going to go anything else other than it is. And we're going to click the Ice Shard, and we're going to be able to knock out the Xurkitree, which is fantastic. Your Detroit Steel Wings picking up their first win of the season, 3-0 against the Montreal Toucannadiens and Coach Sleeping Knight, a.k.a. my boy Kyle. Like I said, go show him some love in the description of this video, guys. There will be a link to his channel, as well as make sure you guys leave a like on this video. Your support is always greatly appreciated. Next week, we are going up against Lynx in the Anaheim Farfetch. I'm bad with Pokemon team names. So I hope you guys are excited for that. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on future Pokemon content. I do want to say at the end of this video, there were some transactions made going into Week 3. We did drop Heliolisk to pick up Roserade, and we did drop Tangela to pick up Normal Rotom, the Electric Ghost one. So really looking forward to using those mons next week. Really looking forward to seeing how the team plays out. Heliolisk did a wonderful job this week. Hopefully whoever picks him up in the free agent pool does him well. And Alakazam will be our new Z captain. Memes are memes. I used an Alakazam in week 1. What's it going to be? All that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed. I want to remind you to be great and do great. I'm going to let this outro bang. Talk to you guys soon. Later.